going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Tuesday. Happy Christmas Eve. I hope you guys enjoyed your day. And I really hope that most of you didn't have to work today. I didn't realize until I started working for the government. Well, I don't have that job anymore, but when I did, Christmas Eve wasn't a holiday. So many things that I kind of took for granted that I just assumed were just everyone had the day off unless you worked in retail. Anyways, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Hopefully you guys had a great day today, and hopefully you guys have a great day tomorrow if I don't see you. Yeah, I've got some court to play tonight. I've got some random stuff. I honestly don't really remember what I put in. I know I put in the Illuminati clip that I think I saw on 3 other people's channel already today. I know I have that in here. I don't remember what I started with. I know I've got a person that dances out of her little jail booth, which was hilarious. Got a guy that thinks he's a Court Einstein fighting a traffic ticket. That one's fun. I don't remember what I'm starting with, though, so we're going to figure that out together. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's go. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Someone, Beth, on Guy.
Oh, Judge Dad. Okay, this is the landlord-tenant case. This one's fun. I haven't seen Judge Dad do landlord-tenant cases in months. Just because he just came back to YouTube, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I haven't watched his landlord-tenant dockets. I just happened to see it. Was it this past Friday? Yeah, I think it was last Friday, and it was good. It was good. This one's a good one. Mary Smith coming in hot right off the bat. Thank you so much, Mary Smith, for the 10 gifted memberships. Welcome to the 10 new members. Mary, you are on fire. I need to go back and count how many memberships you've gifted over the last week. I would guess it's 50 or 60. At least that. Mary, you are awesome. Thank you so much, and welcome to the new members. Let's go.
And I'm going to need her lawyer. I'm going to do this last one here. Jessica Chenoweth versus Carol Rayanna Pauley, 2404637. Name?
Carol Pauley.
Is Chenoweth your name?
Jessica Chenoweth.
All right, before we get into it, I do want to say this. I saw that you I actually don't know if it was you that linked the video. I think it was you that linked the video in my Discord, and I'm not sure if you saw the comment I made. I just want to give this PSA, guys. Please don't go digging into the lives of the people we see in court. We are living on borrowed time watching court. I really do believe that, and when other people put up videos of the people we watch, you're digging into the life of the people we're watching. That's setting a bad precedent. It's a very slippery slope. It's just going to take one incident to get courts off of YouTube, and that could be it. Just be careful, everybody. I'm not blaming you, Lucky. I'm not blaming you at all. So just saying, it was funny. I did laugh at the video because it was like, okay, that's definitely Eric Martin at home. Just be careful, everybody. Don't go overboard. If you do, want to check up on their social media platforms, they are putting the videos up themselves. I do understand that. Just don't harass them. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, now let's watch the video.
I'm here represented by my advocate, Lila Dawn Bidwell. Also, sir.
Say that again.
Jessica Chenoweth.
And who's your advocate?
Lila Dawn Bidwell. She's my power of attorney, advocate, cousin, caregiver, all the above.
I just really can't have you do that, ma'am. Just tell me your name.
Jessica Chenoweth.
No. Not you, the other lady.
Right here.
Hello. Lila Dawn Bidwell.
State your name where I can hear it and understand it.
I'm sorry, Lila Dawn Bidwell.
I can't let you represent her with a power of attorney. I can't let you do that.
Well, I'm here.
Hang on.
All right. I got to thank the Biggin Raiders real quick. I know this is like the third pause in the first 5 minutes of the video. Biggin Raiders, first off, thank you so much, Biggin, for the raid. I do appreciate it, bud. I hope you have a great Christmas, Biggin. I don't know if you're streaming tomorrow, but if you are not streaming tomorrow, have a great holiday. Enjoy the time with your family. And every Biggin Raider, thank you so much for coming over. This clip just started. It's a landlord-tenant case with Judge Dad. That's all you need to know. Nothing's happened yet. Well, besides Judge Dad's already getting frustrated. Okay, you guys are awesome. Let's go.
Hang on.
I'm not representing you.
What is going on here? Why don't you have to leave the property? Sir, you cannot talk from back there. Why don't you have to leave the property? I'm talking to you.
To be honest, Your Honor,
Well, I want you to be honest, so you don't have to preface with
all
that.
right, well, I don't have to leave the property because she is not the landlord here. She does not own the home.
Who owns the home?
Who owns the home would be my great-great-grandparents. Actually, I sent you, I gave you copies of this, of my, my grandma
Are your
Grace and my
great-great-grandparents?
grandfather, yes.
Are they alive or dead?
No, they're passed away. And as of right now, nobody owns the house. My Uncle Terry is the one that paid taxes for 3 years.
Slow down.
Okay.
So
How do you own the property, Miss Chenoweth?
She does.
Excuse me, sir. I do not outright. It's in probate. I am the heir inherent. My mother took care of my great grandmother.
Who's helping you probate the estate?
Brownstown. I'm
What?
concurring with Allen Hunt legal firm.
Slow down. Mr. Hunt is helping you probate the estate. He's the probate attorney, right?
Yes, sir.
Does he know that you're doing this when you don't have proof that you're the owner, that you have not been awarded the property yet?
Yes, sir. He has all my past checks, my bank statements stating that I have been paying the bills here for a while now.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Why don't you ask him to show up here and enter an appearance for you?
Sir, can I state something, please?
No. I mean, I'll let you talk. I don't want to stop you from talking. You just got done answering your own question. You said you're not the owner of the property right now.
No,
So
I
that's
am the
enough for
proprietor
me.
paying the bills.
Ma'am,
Yes.
the owner of the property can evict, not anybody else. Are you
Well,
going to
they're all
be the owner of the
deceased, sir.
Hang on. I don't know why people try to do these things on their own. You really don't. Why are you trying to handle this, ma'am? You're looking at the ceiling. Look at me, please.
Yes,
Why
sir.
are you trying to do this on your own when you're not a lawyer?
Well,
Hang on. Why are you handling a messy situation like this when you don't have a clue? I mean, seriously, why don't you get the lawyer involved in this and he can come in here and he can tell me why you have the authority to have this lady evicted?
May I?
Is she going to get the property?
No, she's
No.
not, Your Honor. And she's an
Yes, I am.
alcoholic and
All
Lila Dawn
right, well, let's
Bidwell
not
is a
cast
cokehead.
aspersions. I didn't ask you to be a character witness here.
Okay. But
Did you hear what I said?
yes, Your Honor. She's not the owner of the property and not gonna become the owner of the property.
Who is?
I would be my great dead grandparents.
Well, they're not going to be
My
owning the
mother.
property if they're deceased, ma'am.
No, they're.
Somebody else is, right?
Me.
I mean, people don't continue to own the property when they're in the ground.
Right.
Come on.
Is
Why don't
she-
you tell Mr. Hunt to show up? I'm adjourning this to January 6th at 1:15.
Your Honor, may I speak now?
Not yet. Ma'am, There is virtually nothing you can say to me that is going to cause me to enter a judgment today. You need a
There's
lawyer.
a history of
You
violence.
need a lawyer
sir.
that knows what they're doing, okay? Get a lawyer in here. Your probate lawyer can show up. He can appear by Zoom. He can tell me why you own the property or where it is in the probate process. I'm not awarding you a judgment today. You come back
Look,
here
I'll stop paying
January
the bills and the
6th
house will go
again.
into condemnation.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you come back here January 6th. Are you in there now?
I've
Yes, sir,
lived
I am.
there. That's
She's
my
in-
childhood home.
Stop. Why are you two interrupting one another? What's so funny? Let me in on it. I need a laugh.
Because I'm
What are you
60
laughing
years
about?
old. She's already cracked my skull and put 7 staples in it. I'm in fear of my life. I live on life alert. I'm an amputee, and I have to deal with this, sir. I've had the
Does she
police
have a
called
case?
more
Does
in
she
the
have a
last
case?
2
Hang
months.
on. Hang on. Look up Carol Pauly. Do you have a case pending?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
Have you ever been
Not
charged
here in
with
New
anything?
York,
No, Your Honor, she's full of lies. She's falsely stating that I would hurt her. The only thing I've ever done was
I
try
got
to give her
medical
Thanksgiving
documents.
dinner. I have a recording that I tried to give her
I need to see her,
Thanksgiving dinner,
Jim.
and what she
Yeah.
did was called me the bitch,
All
called
right.
me
Okay.
a
All
lot.
right. Okay. I don't see any case in our system against Ms. Pauly.
No, everything's
Because I
been
did not
dismissed,
do
sir.
it. It's a false allegation.
Stop. You guys are both talking. I cannot possibly hear both of you, and I can promise you my recorder can't pick up both of you. Listen, here's what I'm doing. I'm not going to argue about it. January 6th, 1:15. You come back here. Don't fight. If you're living together, I don't know what to tell you, but this is a mess. Get your lawyer involved, ma'am. We'll see you here then. Good luck. Thank you.
Can I?
Yeah,
say
good
No.
luck.
something?
Thank you.
There's nothing to say.
I do have a letter.
There's nothing to say. Keep the letter with you. Bring it
will.
back January 6th, okay?
I'll get a copy. Can I do a copy of it for you?
You can get a copy put in the file if you want.
Yes. Your Honor.
Okay? I'm
Okay.
not gonna look at it until January 6th.
Okay, thank
So you can
you.
just bring me back a copy on January 6th. How's that?
Okay.
If I'm
Did you
dead
call
before
back?
January 6th, will she
She's
stand
on-
accountable?
January 6th at 1:15. That's my next landlord-tenant docket. Wait a minute. Folks, that's what I'm doing. I'm adjourning it to that day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You have a blessed day, Your Honor.
Thank you. Diamond Mercedes
I hope
D,
I'm alive then.
22B141007.
She had to get the last word in. I don't know why people think that the last word matters. I really don't. But yeah, that one was fun, right? Good way to start off the night. Laura Harlow, thank you so much for the 10 months. I appreciate it. That is awesome. You are coming up on a year. Thank you so much, Laura. Also, Vic with the Venmo. Thank you, Vic. Merry Christmas, Colin and Heather. Thanks for all the entertainment this past year. Vic, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's move on. I think this is the Illuminati case. This one's wild, guy. Yep. This one's wild. It gets a little loud, and there's a little bit of language in it. So just a little warning.
We have 4 yards.
Yes.
We got 1 more.
Yeah, River Rouge. Okay. All right. Put that in the waiting room. All right, Detective Smith. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. This Magistrate Mute conducting a probable cause hearing on December 24, 2024, 36th District Court regarding Roy Alexander Spear, who's charged with count 1, robbery unarmed, count 2, malicious destruction of personal property, $200 more, but less than $1,000, count 3, retail fraud, 3rd degree. Officer, please state your name, badge, division you're assigned to.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Detective Sergeant Joshua Smith, badge number 53 with the River Rouge Police Department.
There's your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from tell truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
Whose report are you testifying from?
First-hand knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, Logan will put this out first, and then Mike went live probably an hour after Logan will put it out. And I didn't watch it until Logan will said, "Hey, did you see this?" And I'm like, "No." And then I went to his video. I'm like, "Okay, I'm putting that on my live tonight." So yeah, I actually got this from Lone Wolf. So thank you, Lone Wolf, if you're listening.
With your testimony.
Your Honor, on December 22nd, 2024, at approximately 4:24 a.m., River Rose Police Officer Worley was dispatched to 10550 West Jefferson for a disorderly person inside. Upon arrival, Officer Worley stated he observed the gas station lobby with miscellaneous items on the ground. Officer Worley made contact with the store clerk, complaining of a bias, who provided him with the footage of the encounter with a man who was later identified as defendant Spur. Officer Worley states he was able to identify the male due to previous police contact. The complainant stated that defendant Spur came inside the store and asked for two free items. When defendant Spur was told no, the complainant stated defendant Spur became combative and began throwing items off the counter onto the ground. The complainant witness stated that defendant Spur began intimidating him, causing him to feel fear, at which point in time defendant Spur demanded cigarettes. The complainant stated that he gave defendant Spur the cigarettes. Then defendant Spur walked to the section and took a drink from the cooler and left out of the store. Defendant Spur was not on scene when the police arrived. Officer Worley states he was dispatched back to the same location involving defendant Spur, who returned to the gas station and was making threats. Officer Worley arrived and found defendant Spur standing in the store's lobby yelling. Officer Worley states he observed a hammer in defendant Spur's pocket. Officer Worley states that he was able to order defendant Spur to the ground, which point in time he was taken into custody. The first encounter, Your Honor, was caught on camera, which showed the interaction with the defendant throwing items on the ground and demanding the cigarette and going to the cooler and walking out the point of exit. This was an encounter, Your Honor. For further review, the charge before you were issued with my signature affixed to the documentation.
What was the value of the property that was damaged or destroyed?
The value of the property was $250, ma'am.
Was there anything else that was on video?
The first encounter of him basically asking for 2 items and being denied, and then him being combative. And the second video when he came back at 6:25 a.m. of him coming back in, seemed like he was having a mental health crisis, saying Illuminati, and he was threatening and intimidating the store clerk as well. So both of those encounters were found.
Was that on video, the second one?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was it? What was he saying or doing?
He was acting very erratic and combative, threatening the store clerk, told him not to play with him. He'd come back. He didn't ever produce any type of weapon, but he had the hammer in his pocket. He told him to stop basically fucking with me, bitch. I told you, saw what happened last time. He stated basically that, he said some things about the Illuminati. And then at that point, he walked out the door.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Court is satisfied probable cause has been established.
Oh, we aren't finished. Just wait till you see the guy. This is just the probable cause.
All right, now we gotta see if Mr. Spears, he wants to go back into a breakout room. Are you gonna go back?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the camera back there for you to speak with him and see if he was going to go talk to you.
All right. Council Board, we're gonna see if Mr. Spears, he has a right to attorney, if he wants to have that attorney, and he wants to go into a private room so he can speak to you.
All right, this is a good place for a quick shout out pause. HCC, thank you so much for the 10 months. I appreciate it. Hector Cam Clips, thank you. And then we have Rich rolling in with 11 months. Merry Christmas, Colin. Cooligans, much love. Thank you so much, Rich. Good to see you, bud. Hopefully everything's well across the pond in it. I don't know why I just said in it. Don't know why I just said that. I felt cool though. Hopefully it didn't come out as lame as I think it just did. Anyways, Rich, thank you so much. And Tharina coming in with 11 months. Great life choice I made. Yes, absolutely, Tharina. Thank you so much. All right, let's go.
Mr. Spears, this is Magistrate Chartea. Can you come closer?
I want to talk to the white judge before they get trespass. I want to talk to him.
Your Honor, he's requesting a new judge to hear his hearing. He didn't want to say he didn't want to talk to you.
No, he said he doesn't want to talk to a white judge. I don't think she's white. Just going on a limb there. I can't really tell, but judging by her name, I don't know. It's like Etchafe or something like that. I always butcher it when I try to say it, and I'm never ever going to try to spell it. But it's, yeah. Anyways, Sparkle Poots, thank you so much. You are welcome. Thank you, Sparkle.
Can you put that up so I can hear him say it? Mr. Spears.
I'm not listening.
Sir, if you don't, sir, let me say this, sir. You have a right to an attorney, sir. Mr. Spears, you have a right to an attorney.
Don't even know where that judge is from. What district court she's from.
Mr. Spears, we're trying to give you an opportunity so you can speak to an attorney. Mr. Bird. Mr. Spears, do you want to speak to an attorney?
I refuse that shit. Because I'm not about to be accused of the bullshit they got me on. Lord, come to the camera. I'm talking before I smack that shit out your ass.
Mr. Spears? Sir, I'm giving you the opportunity so you can speak to a defense counsel. You have the right to speak to a defense counsel.
If I'm not able to get it, I'm phone here, motherfucker. Not put your phone. I want you to see me.
Mr. Spears, do you want to speak to a defense counsel, sir?
Wait, they don't have this arraignment. It's over. No more arraignment. They have nothing against it. These false accusations that they are putting on.
Okay. Counsel Bird, did you want to say something to Mr. Spears? Counsel Bird, please unmute.
Yeah, that poor guy that's sharing that. I'm guessing that's some kind of waiting room with him. Yeah, that guy's like, I've never committed another crime in my life. This is the eye opener I needed. You know, jail. I can deal with jail. I can't deal with this guy. So straight and narrow from now on out. From now on out. Yeah, that didn't make sense. I knew you guys know what I meant.
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to say something to Mr. Spears?
I could try.
Okay. This one Spears also. Want both of these? No. Okay. Detective Smith, can you put it up to the window or however, so defense counsel Bird can talk to him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Here's your defense attorney.
Hey, Mr. Spears. Mr. Spears.
Don't do that, Mr. Spears. Don't do it. Stop. 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 Stop.
Detective Smith, can we see what's happening?
One moment, ma'am.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you,
stop. Stop.
Just Detective Smith, just hold that up. Mr. Spears, you have defense counsel Byrd. Go ahead, counsel.
Hey, Mr. Spears, what's going on, man? I'm trying to see if we can get you that personal bond. Did you want an attorney?
Man, you want to get a personal bond? You want a personal bond? You tell me a personal bond.
Detective Smith, did you turn that off on mute?
You want me to turn myself on mute?
No, I want it so that we can hear Mr. Spears.
It's unmuted, ma'am. I'm holding it's a glass. I can't put the phone aside. He's already trying to grab it once.
I understand that, but it went silent.
Oh no,
So,
ma'am. I didn't
not
see
sure.
through it.
Go ahead, Counsel Byrd again.
Mr. Spears. No, this is Attorney Brandon Byrd, man. I'm trying to get you out of here. My goal is to try and get you out of here.
I refuse to do it. I'm not doing it. You're supposed to understand. Don't understand. I don't refuse, sir. They told me not to make me go to court if I don't want to go to court. Bitch, you simple minded number. Fuck y'all. Y'all some ignorant motherfuckers. Stupid. Y'all don't have anything on me, you fucking fake ass Illuminati or fucking members. Y'all are gang members. Y'all are cheating. Bitch, y'all are breaking my motherfucking law. Y'all don't have anything on me. Bitch, nothing. Nothing. How can I unarmed robbery? The arresting fucking cop that arrested me said that he seen me do it on Facebook Live. That's how he was able to see me do it. He didn't say it on no camera. He said Facebook Live.
Give me 1 second, Your Honor, please.
Sir, I'm going to give you an opportunity. All right, stand by, Detective Smith. Hold on, Counsel Gray.
All right, I remember the fade in, fade out for the first time all week. Thank you. I know I'm taking this opportunity to just acknowledge my awesome editing skills. Yeah, you see, all those super chats helped. I learned. I'm gonna learn today.
Gregory, stand by. Counsel Byrd.
Yes, Your Honor.
You said for me to hold. I'm holding.
Unfortunately, I cannot. I will be unable to represent him to his appearance.
What? We're putting that on the record. Okay, we're gonna put that all on the record. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Thank you. This magistrate, Detective Smith.
Don't start that. You're gonna get in my head because I looked right when you did it. Like, no, I didn't. Man, now it's in my head. I'm gonna be paranoid all night.
Smith, please
Yes,
unmute. Please direct the camera to Mr. Spears. Okay. This is Magistrate Chartea. Trying to conduct an arraignment on Roy Alexander Spears. Case number is 8224-7270-5501. Counsel Byrd, put your information on the record.
Yes, Attorney Brandon Byrd, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we're not able to represent Mr. Spears at this time. First of all, there's a couple things that I want to put on the record. I do understand. Mr. Spears is refusing to come out to cell. I do want to state that he hasn't given an express waiver of he hasn't made an express waiver of waiving his right to counsel. So I can't say he made an express waiver, and I don't have enough information to follow through on his arraignment to represent him effectively. And
he's never had got in a confidential environment. I do understand there are some things going on which I'll let you speak about, but so really proceeding with this arraignment is how you want to proceed with it, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And for the record, you were present when, well, this court has given Mr. Spears a number of times to speak to you. You were on camera, you wanted to speak to him. He was exhibiting behavior to indicate, at least to the court, that he did not want to speak. Initially, he said that he did, but he had also said that he would only speak to defense counsel if he got a personal bond. This court told him that it would not give him a personal bond just so that he could speak to you. So we would have gone through, given him an opportunity to speak to you. However, he has been swearing, acting out, yelling. Okay, so we did try to accommodate him to give him an opportunity so that he could speak to you as defense counsel, have a confidential conversation, attorney-client, so that nobody was present, and then we could continue forward, and then you could represent him. However, he has, from this court's view of Mr. Spears, is that he does not want to do that. So we will continue with the arraignment. This court has told him that he has the opportunity, if he wanted to speak to a defense counsel. He has not indicated one way or the other than he has indicated by acting out, by swearing, by going back and forth. No. So in this particular matter, Mr. Spears, so you are charged with count 1, robbery, unarmed. Maximum penalty is up to 15 years prison. Count 2, malicious destruction of personal property, $200 or more, but less than $1,000. The penalty is up to 1 year jail. Count 3, retail fraud, 3rd degree. Maximum penalty is up to 93 days jail and or $500 fine. We're going to enter a plea of not guilty for Mr. Spears. Court dates are December 30th, 2024. It is a probable cause conference followed by preliminary examination, January 7th, 2025. Both matters 9 o'clock at the River Rouge Courthouse. In terms of bond, Mr. Spears, you are not to go back to the store or the gas station that is located at 10550 West Jefferson Avenue, River Rouge. You are not to have contact with the complainant.
Graham, yeah, that was the first thing that I thought when I was watching this. Is this guy's not stable? I would not be putting my guard down while I'm in that same room with him. You know, just a look might set him off. So nope. I will be paying attention to this guy. Yeah, I would be worried about that though.
Who is Izadin Al-Azbi. That means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. Detective Smith.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, one other thing for Mr. Spears. Okay, you're not to possess any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. And what I want to know, Detective Smith, is there anything that you can tell me about Mr. Spears? Please put the camera towards Mr. Spears and you can tell me and I can hear you.
Your Honor, Mr. Spears has a criminal history involving convictions of drug possession, weapons possessions. He was acquitted in the early 2000s from a CSC case where he was acquitted and not found guilty from that. And that's all I can really tell you about defendant Spears this time, Your Honor.
Okay, he has nothing else going then?
No, Your Honor. He was arrested 2 weeks by our agency ago for the same thing at a nearby gas station where he was charged with disorderly conduct and something of the nature. At which point in time, he was arrested and arraigned on them charges. He has a court date coming up in January for that case.
Okay, is a charge disorderly conduct misdemeanor?
Yes, Your Honor.
So he doesn't have any felony pending charges?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. That being said, the court has reviewed the investigative report in which the court has read. There appears to be some video indicating that Mr. Spears was making threats, being aggressive in the location, in that if he did not get freed items, is that at least one time, let me see. Okay. There's a no credit policy at the gas station, and supposedly Mr. Spears, when they told him no credit policy, supposedly that's on camera, it's observed Mr. Spears, so it's like that, knocked over at least 2 shelves that had merchandise, and that supposedly Mr. Spears repeated himself multiple times if he wanted problems. He demanded cigarettes. The clerk handed some cigarettes, a pack of cigarettes to Mr. Spears. Clear indicated that he feared for his safety. Same day, again, another time. Same type of incident. Some hours later, that allegedly Mr. Spears on camera or video shows that.
Yeah, this guy kind of got a gift. He walked into this, gas station convenience store, acting a fool, demanded cigarettes. The clerk ended up giving them to him, so he just left. And he did. The problem is now he felt entitled and came back and did the same thing a few hours later. Which sucks, because if he would have called the police the first time, it wouldn't have happened the second time. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, this guy's special.
Supposedly verbal threats. Supposedly this is, quote, "This is a final warning. Do not make me keep having pressure to come up here and be desperate. I do not want to be exposed. Do not expose me. Last time I'm going to tear up this B up. I'm going to tear up this B up." The court does find that Mr. Spears, he is a danger. Even though that he has a pending case, it's a misdemeanor. But in this case, okay, his actions, putting into fear another individual, his bond is going to be $50,000 cash surety. Mr. Spears, did you want to say anything?
Where's her gavel? Where's her gavel? Where's her gavel? Where's the being seen? Where's the being seen?
Sir, did you have any questions about your court dates?
This is fake. This is fake. This is fake.
Okay, this is not fake, sir. All right. Detective Smith, did you want to add anything else?
No, Your Honor, I would add, while he's down in Wayne County, if he can go to the Navigator program for evaluation, he really needs it.
That will be up to the trial court when he goes to Third Circuit.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the arraignment of Mr. Spears.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Woo! Started off with 2 fun ones, right? And I told you guys last night I was worried about having good content tonight. Another giant shout out to Lone Wolf, who gave me the heads up on that clip. Thanks, buddy. I see you're in the chat now, so I wanted to shout you out again. Also, Phil, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Welcome to the new member. Thank you, Phil. That is awesome. And Sparkle Poats, thank you so much for the super chat. As long as you catch my super chats, you're good. They're all that matter. They are all that matter. And I will never miss your super chats. Now that I said that, I'm going to miss the next one. Thank you so much, Sparkle. All right. Let's see. I think the next one is a newer green. Yeah. Okay. So I don't cover this court a lot. This is in Washington. I don't remember where exactly it is in Washington. Anyways, I kept the last part of this guy's arraignment in because you can hear the person who... You can hear the defendant that I want you to hear in the background. So I just want you to hear the entire experience. This is an experience. You got to live it from the start to the finish.
See you back here on January 28th.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And defendant, like, or like, potato, like you want baked potato, right? You want baked potato, you want mashed potato for your Christmas party, you want mashed potato, or you want mashed potato for your Christmas party, or you want baked potato with all the vegetables, with the starchy, the vegetables, the green onions, and the cheddar cheese shredded. If you want that, because then you got that roast.
It's a very effective microphone.
Ms. Pace, while we're waiting for the next in custody, probable cause has previously been established under.
How funny would it be if the judge says, while we're waiting for the next in custody, would you rather mashed potatoes or a baked potato? I would have laughed. Heather!
Naomi Quarles' cases under the pretrial matters, but not the arraignment matter. I see we have somebody else in our booth, so we'll come back to the Quarles matter. And good afternoon there in the Nisqually jail. What is your name?
Marla Joy Renda.
Thank you. And
all right, there are definitely some MH issues here. The only reason I put this clip in is how she leaves the little pod she's in. It's funny, everyone laughs, but you got to see it. This is a quick one. It's only about 4 minutes, but I do understand she does have some issues, and the court understands that too. She does get help for this.
Ms. Renda, your date of birth is June 29th, 1969.
That is correct. And I know for Department of Corrections, I don't have my mental health evaluation yet. And so for the DOC hearing, I was told I need to get my mental health evaluation. So if you need that too, I can't get that until I'm released, but I know Greater Lakes is waiting for me to give me that evaluation.
All right. Ms. Renda, you are before the court today for an arraignment. You have been charged by the city of Lakewood with 1 count of criminal trespass in the 2nd degree under case 24L002194. Mr. Sangha, are you prepared to proceed with Ms. Renda's arraignment at this time?
Thank you, Your Honor. At this time, actually, I would like to defer to Ms. Pace's motion.
Thank you. Ms. Pace?
Yes, Your Honor. I did file and do you have a motion to dismiss Ms. Renda's case without prejudice? This is based on a review of recent history of competency issues in other courts.
Thank you. Mr.
But
Sangha,
the mental health evaluation is until Greater Lakes, so.
And Ms. Renda, thank you for your comments regarding this status, but I would ask you to please refrain from commenting on the record at this time. Okay, thank you so much.
Mr. Sangha, is there any objection from the defense to a dismissal of this matter without prejudice?
No objection from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
The court has signed that order. Ms. Renda, the charge against you has been dismissed. You can go ahead and let the officer know that your hearing is concluded. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Your Honor. Your Honor. Thank you. Officer, my hearing has been concluded. Thank you, sir. Will I be released to get my mental health evaluation? Greater Lakes open on Christmas Eve. Yeah. Yeah, they should be. Yeah. Then everything closed on Christmas Day. Officer, my hearing has been concluded.
And Ms. Renda, you can actually stand up and open the door if you'd like to.
Okay. Yeah,
you can go ahead. Thank you.
And Ms.
You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shut it all about. You do the hooka pokey and you turn yourself around.
All right, I just got to pause it on Judge's face. Look at Judge's face. He's just like, what? Like, why do I keep picking up these shifts when other judges are off for the holidays? Why do I keep doing this? Thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate it. Just because. Those are my favorite kind. Thanks, buddy.
And Ms. Pace, do you want to be heard regarding probable cause for City of Lakewood versus Naomi Idell Coral?
All right, that was it. I told you I wouldn't have played that if she didn't do that leaving. I don't love playing those kind of cases, but she made me laugh. That was the best exit I've ever seen from a little jail booth. So wanted to share it with you guys. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Are we going to the last case? Yeah. Okay. This one's a long one. Well, when I say long, it's about 20 minutes. This is a traffic case. This is the wannabe court genius that I told you about. This one's it's kind of weird and it's long and I don't want to spoil it, but you know I'm not going to spoil it. I will say he's contesting a traffic ticket. So the judge brings up the ticket, the charging document. She brings up a lot of personal information. So there's about 2 or 3 minutes of the clip that I blurred out because what she shares on his screen has his address, his license plate. I even think it has his VIN number. So much personal information on it. And instead of just, blocking out 10 seconds here and then letting it play for 10 seconds, I just blocked out a solid 2 or 3 minutes. So it's going to be blurry. We're just going to have to deal with it. You can still hear just fine, though. Real quick, I do want to answer this. Muse. As of right now, I am planning on it. So I'm going to say yes. I've been working on videos for the next 10 days. So as of the 26th, the day after Christmas, or what some weirdos call Boxing Day, Heather is going to be here. So I'm not going to be on my normal schedule from the 26th to, I think, the 3rd. We will go live a couple times, but we're not going to be streaming every night. It's probably going to happen, let's say, once or twice, maybe 3 times max over that week and a half. So I've been working on a bunch of videos to schedule so I still can release videos. So I am planning on going tomorrow night, but like I said, for about 10 days, my schedule is going to be all out of whack. So yeah, that's it.
All right, next matter is for John Matthews, 240181819. Good afternoon, Mr. Matthews.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
You're on my contested calendar.
Yes, ma'am.
And are you wanting a contested hearing where the court reviews the evidence, or?
I wasn't sure how to submit any evidence, but yes, I would, yes.
Okay, so are you submitting evidence, or?
I do have some, I do have some evidence that I can provide, or I can just talk through it right now.
Well, this is your hearing, so I just wanted to make sure if we're going through a testimonial hearing, that's fine. I'll just swear you in when it's your time. If you were not the driver, that's something that we can readily take care of.
Yes, ma'am.
So I will share my screen with you.
Yes, ma'am.
And
yeah, this starts to blur. Like I said, it's going to be for about 2 or 3 straight minutes. I put the lightest blur on it that I could just so it didn't mess with anyone's eyes. Don't try to read it. That is going to mess with your eyes and give you a headache. But again, we can still hear just fine. Yeah, we can do a quick shout out to Lone Wolf real quick.
All right, so this violation.
Lone Wolf compiled like a list, like 12 hours of his favorite cases from the year, and he put them all into a 12-hour long video that he's just going to play tomorrow. Reminds me of old school TBS playing A Christmas Story all day on Christmas. Kind of what he's doing. So yeah, jump into his premiere. Talk with some people. Jump out whenever you have a few spare minutes. I'm going to be doing that. Not staying for the entire 12 hours. I doubt he's even going to do that. That's a long video, but it's cool that he's doing that.
And for this case ending in 1819 was issued by Officer Parrish. And that is, he's a Lake Forest Park police officer, serial number 1166. This was issued to PV Holding Corp. So in a Los Angeles address related to a 2023 Jeep, California Jeep. This was a school zone violation. It's showing the 20-mile-per-hour limit and speed was 36. Was southbound on 40th Place Northeast at 185th Street.
Can one of my mods please drop Lone Wolf's channel? I would appreciate it.
The officer's sworn statement says for a violation of 10-4-24 at 8:23 a.m. He's certifying as true and correct under penalty of perjury. That the information is true and correct. Looking at the photographs and video made by an automated traffic camera, that he has reasonable grounds or probable cause to believe the following. He says that there's a violation of 4661-440 as enforced by the Lake Forest Park Municipal Code 1008-020 and 1006-010. The area has been posted with photo enforced signage as described in the municipal code. The photographs and/or video recording taken together show the vehicle and its license plate, portray a fair and accurate representation of the location listed above, and show the vehicle was operated to a speed in excess of the posted speed limit. A records check has been completed of the appropriate state licensing department records, and the registered owner of the vehicle at the time was listed above. So for this, the plate 9FID 691, they're having the PBC Holding Corp as the registered owner. That's the officer's sworn statement. There are photos you can click on. It's very dark. These are, shows the Jeep here at 10:04, 8:23, 3:52. And here's the vehicle. Looks like, see lights there. Here's a close-up of the California plate. There's a video.
All right. I did want to make sure you guys saw the video so you could judge for yourselves. Jabal, thank you so much for the super chat. Very generous of you. By the way, Mary something or other. Thank you, Jabal. I appreciate it. Enjoy your weirdo Boxing Day. Yeah. I still don't really understand what Boxing Day is. Most people from the States don't, but yeah. I'm glad you get an extra day. Also, I do think I missed you, Otto. I really do. I brought you on screen. I don't think I shouted you out for the awesome editing skills. Thank you, Otto. Okay, let's get into it.
Shows the flashing school zone, speed limit 20 when flashing. Shows the Jeep going by. The photos are very dark, but as you can see in this video footage, it's 8:23 in the morning. It is daylight. Go through that one more time.
What district? What court district are you in? I'll look it up.
And the vehicle going by. All right, Mr. Matthews, that is the evidence that is presented by the city. Stop the screen share. I'll have you raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're going to give is true and accurate?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. What information did you wish to present to me?
So if you look at those photos again, you can see that the speed limit sign is posted on the corner. On the opposing corner, where the automated traffic camera is located, it is sitting next to a utility pole that is blocking that speed limit sign until once you reach that utility pole. So I did not see it until reaching that utility pole, which did not give me enough time to slow down. So in addition, Washington RCW 47.36 establishes a uniform standard for traffic control devices via the Washington State Department of Transportation Traffic Manual. This manual in chapter 2 requires a speed limit reduction ahead sign 230 feet before the speed limit changed 20 miles per hour. Unfortunately, I don't live in Washington. I live in Iowa, so I wasn't able to go physically. But by using Google Maps, I went down that roadway. And although I could find the photo enforced sign, I could not find a sign that stated that there was a speed limit reduction. And a photo enforced sign cannot be interpreted to indicate that there is a reduction in speed, just simply that it is going to be enforced at that current speed. In addition to the Washington State Department of Transportation Traffic Manual, Chapter 2, 2-3.1, the sign location states that place signs in a manner that provides a clear view for the roadway user and to not obstruct other signs, but it was very much blocked by the utility pole as well as that automated traffic camera. In addition, the Washington State RCW 46.61.440 states that the school or playground speed zone may extend 300 feet from the border of the school or playground property. However, the speed zone may only include area consistent with active school or playground use. However, again, unfortunately, I don't live in Washington, so I had to rely on web tools, Google Maps, to do some measurement. The speed zone where that speed limit sign is located at, with the flashing lights at 20 miles per hour, is located 533 feet from the nearest point of the school boundary, which is well outside the 300-foot statutory requirement.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a couple of things. You've thrown
Yes,
out
ma'am.
a number of arguments here. The first, you're saying that there's a pole blocking.
All right, so this is what happens. I don't know what he does for a job. I would guess that he is an engineer of some sort. This is a very engineer type of argument to go into court with. Someone who's like, "Oh, I'm super smart. I can beat this," and he comes in with numbers. That's why I said this is interesting. We've already seen the video too.
So I'm looking at the video and I see that there's like a driveway. So, and I see the pole. So I don't see that there's any blockage at all because of there would be a driveway or something there. So there would not be
So that is
in the middle of the driveway.
Yes, ma'am. So that's not a driveway. That's actually a road.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that video and those photos don't show it very well. Where that speed limit sign is, the school zone 20 miles per hour, that's situated on the corner. On the opposing corner where the automated traffic camera is located, it sits right next to a utility pole, which is blocking the view of that speed limit sign.
Okay, I don't see how that would occur under these circumstances when you have, if it's a roadway there's no pole. There would be at least how many, many feet between any pole and that speed sign.
And this is why I'd like to submit some evidence, because, like, again, I wasn't able to go there in person because I don't live there. But using the Google Maps and you're able to go on the ground and see everything. There is a pole directly on that corner, on the opposing corner from the speed limit sign.
But if it's on the opposing corner, how is that blocking your view as you're approaching this sign?
Because as you're approaching the sign, the pole is on that corner in the way of the sign because it's a curve. It's not a straight line, it's a curve. So you're coming around that curve, there's a utility pole directly in your line of sight of where that speed limit sign is.
Okay, I don't think that is accurate. And so that I'm not persuaded by that. But what information, so this was your hearing today. So what information were you thinking you were going to be presenting today that you did not submit for the hearing?
So I again, wasn't able to go in person and take pictures or anything, but I have screenshots of everything showing that the speed limit sign is obstructed via Google Maps.
Okay, so this is your hearing. So if you have screenshots, then you can share your screen and show me your evidence. I'd also just warn you,
Sure.
some of those Google Maps, you need to look at the dates because a lot of things have changed. Some of those
Absolutely.
are
I
very
totally
outdated.
agree.
Yeah,
I
some are
totally
like
agree. And had I been able to fly back to Washington simply to prove this, I definitely would have. But that's not feasible. And I'm on my phone right now, but I will try to log in via my computer so I can share my screen with you.
You also, let's see, you made the blocked, make sure I have notes. So the visual, I think you said was 4736. Is that the RCW cited for the clear view, or was that chapter 2-3.1?
So for the clear view, it is Washington State Department of Transportation Traffic Manual, Chapter 2-3.1, sign location.
All right, while you pull that up, you also cited a speed limit ahead sign. You also cited a RCW, I believe.
Yeah, so that speed limit ahead sign is Washington State Department of Transportation Traffic Manual, Chapter 2. It doesn't look like, and maybe I missed it, signage location. Speed limit reduction ahead. So that is Chapter 2-8.8, speed limit reduction ahead. And then in Exhibit 2-9, there is a speed limit signage advanced locations with a chart that shows your approaching speed or the current speed, and then the upcoming speed, and then it shows the number of feet for where the speed limit reduction sign is required to be.
So you said this is the traffic code. Is this just signage that they're showing? So, because the MUTCD or not quite?
Correct. The Washington State Department of Transportation Traffic Manual, Chapter 2, specifically states that the speed limit reduction head sign is installed at locations where the speed limit reduces by 10 miles per hour or greater.
Okay, well, this is not reducing probably 10 miles.
A ton. We got 10 more. Mary, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. Welcome to the 10 new members. Mary has been making it ring green for a week. Thank you so much, Mary. That is awesome.
Per hour or greater.
It went from 30 to 20.
I live right next to a school zone as well. And but my school zone has conflicting signage, and I've never seen anyone pulled over there, but it would be a good argument in court because one sign says 25 miles an hour. Another sign says when on school days, speed limit is 20 miles an hour. So you assume Monday through Friday on school days, it's 20 miles an hour. But then there's another sign that says this is an all year school zone. So, during the summer when there's no school, it's not technically a school zone because it's not an all year school zone. I mean, it doesn't say it's an all year school zone. What does it say? This is an all year school district, like right next to it. And again, they have the summer off. So it's very conflicting and they're all kind of right next to each other. So I've been very interested to see what would happen if someone got pulled over there. But like I said, no one ever does. It's only about 100 yards of pavement, and there's never any police there. No one speeds through there, though. but it's weird how it's set up.
And I'm not sure if you were able to see my screen.
It's a little small, but
I'm sorry,
you might be able to make it bigger for me. Thanks.
Is that better? So as you can see, the video was taken from the opposite lane, the northbound lane. I was traveling in the southbound.
That took me a minute to get. I was like, wait, why would you say that? That's a weird thing to say. And like, oh, I get it, because I live next to a school. Yeah, okay. Then it made me laugh. Probably because it took me way too long to get it.
Lane, you can see the photo enforced sign. This is the utility pole. And as you can see, there's no speed limit sign behind it. As you get closer, obviously, it's in the northbound lane still. Had it been in the southbound lane, you'd still see that sign is still blocked until just as you're reaching that utility pole.
Do you have further as you get closer?
I do not currently, but I can potentially pull it up.
Good night, Graham. Oh, and he's doing it right now. He's bringing up Google Maps. He's bringing Google Maps as evidence in court. How often do they update Google Maps? Does anyone know? Is it random? I see the cars driving around every once in a while, but it's not like they drive around, once a month.
Are you able to see my screen, Your Honor?
Yeah. Let's see.
And I can zoom. It distorts it a little bit, but I can zoom in as best as I can. So as you move up, the vehicle's taking the photos in the northbound lane still. You can see, had it been in the southbound lane, the sign would still be blocked by the utility pole until just as you're reaching the sign or the utility pole.
Okay, I can see.
And this is where the utility pole and the automated traffic camera are on the opposing corner of where the speed limit sign is located.
Right.
Had this utility pole and the traffic camera been farther off from the roadway, the sign would have been much clearer.
Okay, well, there are going to be poles on the roadway. I guess my question is looking at this. Obviously, I understand your orientation for where the camera.
So my I did that once. Looked up where I worked in my house on Google Maps on Street View, and where I worked, it had a car I was driving at the time. I bought a new car, right, as people do when they get rid of an old car. And where I lived at the time, it had my new car, but where I worked, it had my old car in the parking lot. It was actually kind of funny because the timing didn't make sense, because I didn't have that car for I don't know how to explain it, but it was kind of funny. But it was nice seeing my old car. It was like, oh, I missed that guy.
Camera is coming from.
Yes, ma'am.
But it's still, those poles. I don't know that a driver would not be able to see with all the other signage that they're coming up into that area that's photo enforced as you're going up there, and then you have the street that's open.
So I'd be happy to go farther back on the road, northbound, and show that there is no signage that states that there is a speed limit reduction. And photo enforced sign cannot be used to indicate that there is a speed limit reduction. It can only be used to indicate that the speed limit is going to be enforced.
Okay, but speed limits in Washington State school zones, which is what they're being alerted. Every school zone in the state of Washington is 20 miles per hour. That is what the limit is.
There were no signs
universal.
stating that there was a school zone.
The signage that's out there is school zone signage.
I'd be happy to go all the way back.
Well, I know it's out there. This is 2021. I'm assuming it's there, but
There's a crosswalk ahead, and there's a photo enforced. But there's nothing that indicates there's a school zone.
Yeah, that signage there is under the MUCD.
Yeah, there's nothing that says there's a school zone. What about that school crosswalk right there? They just put those in random places just so you guys slow down. Yeah.
Is the school zone sign, that symbol. I think
So there are additional points to my argument as well, where that speed limit sign is well outside of the boundary of the school zone. It's statutorily required to be 300 feet from the boundary of the school zone, but it was 533 feet.
I don't, and how did you calculate that? Because these have all been measured. So how did you calculate yours?
Absolutely. And so I'm sure that there is some wiggle room to be had. And again, I don't live in Washington, so I can't go out there and physically measure it. But from the nearest boundary of the school zone, which best guess is based on the back of these private properties, this would be the nearest boundary to the location of the corner where that speed limit sign is located. Had I gone down here to the boundary of the school where this private property begins, the boundary line would have been even farther away.
And did you measure it from the school signage that you just showed me?
But so the school signage is not the school zone boundary. The boundary of the school.
Eileen, you are not wrong. Imagine how much time this guy not only spent the time to put these measurements together, research the law, and I think the ticket's like $100. And from what it sounds like, he's extremely intelligent. I'm guessing he's an engineer of some sort. $100 for whatever he's trying to do here. It's a waste of time. Just pay the ticket, man. You're guilty. It wouldn't have taken the picture. You were speeding. Sorry, man. You can argue the sign things, but at the end of the day, you were speeding. That's why you got your picture taken.
Is the school property itself.
But it's in the school walk zone. So did you measure it from that location as well? So from that school sign, was that?
From this sign back here?
Which is telling you your school zone, photo enforced. Just wondering if you measure that, the flags. I don't know that it looks exactly like that at this point.
Sure. No, I did not measure that because that is just an indication that apparently that there's a school zone coming up, but it is not the school zone boundary itself.
Well, I think that I will dismiss this infraction, but I'm not altogether certain on any of these measurements that you're providing because it's all been calculated out.
Sure, I totally
and the signage
agree
has
that
been
there's
consistent.
probably. Yeah, I totally agree that there's probably some inaccuracies in the measurement, but I can't imagine that the inaccuracy would be 230 feet.
Dude, stop talking. You just won. You just got your case dismissed. I think this is a judge that was just tired. Like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I have the power to dismiss the ticket. It's dismissed. I can't prove that you're wrong. You can't prove that you're right. Whatever. Let's just dismiss it. Done. And this guy won't stop talking.
I know Google Maps is not perfect, but it's pretty close, which is why I don't think the signs are in the legal boundaries.
Okay, well, I'm not going to make a ruling on that because I'm not sure looking at
Absolutely.
this maps. But
Yes,
I
ma'am.
missed this. Can you close that out just so I can see you
Yeah.
better?
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. There you go.
And I'm sorry, it got dark here. I live in the Midwest.
Oh, okay. Well, let me make sure. Well, I don't need, we'll just be closing this. So I don't need to, you're in Iowa?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We don't typically send anything further out.
All right. There's only about a minute left. I will let it play the rest of the way out. What do we got tonight, guys? Who can we raid? Lone Wolf was here. Is he live? Is he live tonight? I don't know. I know he's going live tomorrow. I don't know if he's live tonight. Nope. I gotta refresh. While I'm doing this, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you all for the super chats, the gifted memberships. Mary, you are awesome. No, we got nothing tonight. Guys. There's no raids. Or where was I? Yeah, thank you guys, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you guys have a great Christmas. Don't do anything dumb. I will cover you on my channel if you do. What else do I say? I feel like I had something I wanted to say. I don't remember what it was, though. Oh, yeah. So you know what? I'm just going to keep that as a surprise. Because it's just going to be a dumb joke right now, and it's going to be funny when I actually do it. So I'll keep that as a surprise. What else do I have? Let's see. I mean, obviously, there's no court tomorrow. I will be going live tomorrow night. Again, I'm going to say the same thing I said about tonight's show. The content might suck. Courts are closed, but I will try my best to put something together that's at least mildly entertaining for everybody. Just, if you want a place to hang out, I will be live. And Lone Wolf has his big stream tomorrow. I'm going to be putting a video together kind of like that. I'm going to put together all of my Eric Martin videos from his Scootergate case. Not his DV case, just his Scootergate. From the arraignment to the jury trial to the sentencing. I want to put all of them into one video and put that out sometime between Christmas and New Year's. I'm going to use that for a video while Heather's here. So you guys can look forward to that. His entire story in one video. So I think that's going to be interesting, especially for people that didn't watch it all the way through. You won't have to skip around to different videos. All right, that's all I got. Thanks, Derval. I appreciate it. Did I miss anybody? I got to go back and check. I told you guys I'm paranoid. I'm missing super chats now. I didn't miss anybody. Nope, no misses. All right, you guys are awesome. Scootergate, yep, Scootergate. Okay. Add some police pursuits. Yeah, I've been thinking about a different way to kind of branch off of just doing 100% court. I don't want to do what everyone else does, though. There's so many police chase channels. There's so many police body cam channels. I want to find a way to incorporate everything. So I'm trying to figure something out, a different angle I can take instead of just doing 100% court, which, to be honest, is probably going to be a second channel. I have been thinking about that, just starting a second channel. I did do a little experiment second channel, and YouTube canceled it. they just told me that what message did I get? I had 10 videos on it. I only had 20 subscribers, but I got a message saying it was an unauthorized account, something like that, and they removed it. So they just completely removed it. It was okay, I don't know how that would happen, but all right. So I don't know. All right, I'm rambling. You guys have a members call. We can do that. We can have a employee party, an employee Christmas party while Heather's here. That'd be fun. All right. Anyways, I'm rambling. You guys are awesome. Have a great night. I'm going to let this play out. There's only about 30 seconds left. And just for you guys, I know I made the joke that Judge was just tired about this, so she dismissed it. She was kind of giving a lot of breaks during this docket. This docket happened yesterday. I think everyone on her traffic docket, she cut their ticket in half. I don't know if she was just ready to go home or if she was just giving Christmas presents away. I don't know. but she was very generous yesterday with her rulings, so he might have been part of that. I don't know. All right, I'm out. You guys have a great night. Until next time, bye.
So if you
That's okay.
trust that it'll be closed, then
I trust you. Yes, ma'am.
okay. All right.
I will absolutely do employee reviews with you, but you have to send me your own review before I review you. So any review I receive, I will review it with you.
But interesting arguments.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Matthews.
Have a great evening.
You too.